matter the pound of pressure, I don't panic. Bull on my left, God on my right, I find balance. Thank God I'm here, I was born to be below average, born to be a no savage. Now I create these classics. I wasn't tall enough to dunk baskets, now it's more informants than fiends, that's real.
Alright, so how do you feel about, which one do you choose between monogamy and polygamy? Like, which one do you think is more effective?
Monogamy. And this is why I say we are human beings, and since the beginning of time we've been programmed to have emotions. It's inevitable. So I feel as though like I told you, I'm a cornball, so it's like I'm thinking, let's just do the right thing, you know. We ain't gonna make shit too crazy. That's what I think. But what it is like, so since we have those emotions, it's inevitable for somebody to get emotionally thrown off in a situation. Now, like I said, I feel as though people respect my response because I do look at the other side. Like, believe me, it can't be done. Long as everybody have very, very clear expectations and everybody has very, very clear agreements, because that shit could be deadly.
Yeah.
It could be very deadly. And I think a lot of the time, like, people always say, like, the first thing that they defend, bro, when it comes to polygamy is sex. It's like, whoa, wait, nobody said anything about sex. You see, I just addressed the emotional part, the real part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my boy made a point. He done been in 2 polygamy situations, right? So he looking at
Lucky guy.
right. Looking at, but they didn't work out though. And my
Why didn't they work out though?
See, that's in all of them. There's some comments that I didn't read.
Okay.
But my thing is I know with my man's though, what type of dude he is. He the type that if he had that situation, he's gonna cherish it. So what it was though, he had one that liked to go out and party, and one that liked to be home all the time. So when it got to a point where the one that liked to go out all the time was like, hey, come with me to go out. So he's going to go out, you know, and kick it with this one while this one's at home in her feelings, and then it becomes friction, whatever, and stuff like that, right? But at the beginning, there were clear expectations and agreements and boundaries and all that were set.
Okay.
That's a woman, though. That's on the woman's side. With a man. Okay. Y'all pretty much got the gist. I ain't gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you are pro-polygamy, right, D?
Well,
yes or no? Real quick, because I gotta say one more thing and I'm gonna be done.
Yeah.
So you pro-polygamy, okay.
Yeah.
So, who's to say that Jay wanted to have another man?
Well, it's real simple.
Good question.
It's real simple. So, all right, I'm thinking about it from a nature's perspective. All right, by nature, I'm mostly ran by testosterone. I have a lot of testosterone. A female has a lot of estrogen. This testosterone in any male of any species is going to make them want to be number one and conquer everything. Why would you want to be, all right, me personally, right, I'm not even like this, but if I was a guy and I had a female that said, all right, I want another man up in this situation, if that other man, whatever man is dumb enough to agree to that and come inside of my house and, you know what I'm saying, and have a polygamous relationship with me and my woman, he fooled. He's basically, he's a passive man. He's not an alpha male. Because why would you want to team up with me instead of being number one in your own
So why
territory?
should a woman team up? Man?
Because, all right, a woman doesn't have testosterone. Most women, that's not.
I know some women that got more balls than some niggas.
Yeah.
Can I talk like that?
Yeah,
but
you good.
Shit,
yeah,
fuck, goddamn. Woo! I've been trying to keep it in.
No, it's finna go on YouTube. It ain't finna go on the WTTW and no shit like that. But basically, like most women, they got mostly, you know what I'm saying, they ran by estrogen. You know what I'm saying? So the innate nature is they want to nurture, they want to support their man and everything else. They don't. Most women by nature don't have the need to feel like they number one.
Right.
You know what I'm
Until it
saying?
comes to their emotions and love.
Cause like, Is that a learned behavior or is that your natural behavior?
So what if? But see, so with us being males, you say that we ultimately, like, since we males, like, we ultimately,
we have to be number one.
we gotta be.
We gotta be number one somewhere. Even if, all right, so if I'm not a CEO of my own company,
You at least gonna boss in your own role.
I'm being bossed around 9 to 5, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So why come to the house? That's one place that most men want to run. That's my shit. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? Everything up in here is under my rule.
Right. Okay. See, I'm not that type of dude. See, like, I'm less like, I don't like when it come to the house. When it come to the rules, I'm simple. I'm real simple about a lot of stuff, and I'm the type where if the simple stuff that I want done, like if like every day I come home from work and your house shoes is under the coffee table and they smell like corn chips, I'm gonna get mad after a while and tell you, okay, babe, you need to put them flip-flops, them Nike ones that stink from Magic Waters that sat outside in the water that stink. Yeah, put them out on the sunroom because, you know, I was trying to be cool because I don't want no drama.
Yeah.
I don't want no trouble. But, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing too. Me, I'm not a confrontational guy. So, so when it comes to, like you said, with certain things, like you gotta be number one at. I think the one thing in my life that I gotta be number one at right now is fuck, man, everything, everything. But like, what's important most to me right now is being a dad. Like,
most definitely.
That's everything else. Like even when it comes to music, like I've always been cool playing my position because I've seen how well it can be. Just like I mentioned earlier, like some people are afraid of the pressures of being a boss, right? They don't want to be the boss.
They want the credit, but they don't want all the bullshit.
No, I'm saying the cats that don't even care about none of that shit. I'm talking about the cats that's just there. Cats is just in the way. Like, no, get him out of here and go get that old little, but go get that old little Mexican lady that's gonna come here on time every day and work and not complain about shit. Instead of this nigga that come late smelling like weed and always trying to got an excuse why he ain't come to work. No, like, you know what I'm saying? It's two different things. So with me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, as far as being a boss or wanting to be in control, like with my kids, and it ain't even that I want to be in control, it's just I want to be the best dad in the situation.
You
like,
want to be a leader.
And as an example for him.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, because there's so many things though when it comes to being a dad, like, you know, like I said, it's like, I don't necessarily want control because, you know, a mother's, you know, primary thing is to nurture, have children, whatever.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, right? Society's thing.
In general.
Society, yeah, right. So like, you know, if you want to control, like, you know, the basics to, you know, where my son go to school, as long as you incorporate me, and you know everything goes smooth, it works out, and it's fair for all parties as far as me and you goes, because we are, you know, we're the custodians for all of this.
Yep.
So as long as whatever our situation is fair, then we cool. But when you start to line step, like meaning try to doing things on purpose to make things harder for me just because of there's some twisted emotional thing that you got going on, then that's different. Yeah. Then I'm not rocking with it. But like I said, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, everything else, like I'm not huge on like my girl, she's the type, she go in the house and she's always rearranging stuff, always like putting stuff, buying.
You ain't really tripping about shit like that.
I ain't,
as long as it don't bother you.
Like she want the kids to go lay down, wipe the band, y'all do whatever y'all gonna do. I'm cool. I got Wi-Fi and 2K. I'm straight. Like, and I can smoke in the living room.
Right.
I don't care. But when it comes to like, you know, me controlling her, or like me, I ain't, or her, she does most of the, like, she's in control of the house. Like, I let her do that. Like, not even let her, but that's her thing, because that's too much for me. Like, if you want to go ahead, you worry about the dishes and all that stuff, man, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't about to stress. I'm going to do them when I get them done. You know what I'm saying? But, like, when it comes to other stuff, the only thing I really want to be no more right now is a dad. When it comes to the music, like I said, of course, my mind, like you said, it's it's nature. But I'm very humble, and sometimes my humbleness overpower my confidence.
Yeah,
because I'd rather somebody love me than hate me, and 9 times out of 10, if you're better than somebody, that just, if you're number one, then you got two haters.
Yeah, they gonna hate. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but if you number two, and this ain't no loser mentality, I'm just saying, I'm gonna wrap this all up. But being number two, you respect about number one, and number three gonna look up to you. So that's a comfortable spot.
Yeah.
My thing is with rap, I don't want to be the best rapper, but I damn sure want to have more money than a lot of these cats.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to win where it matters.
Where it matters, right?
Yep.
So, you know, where I feel, I'm just like one of those guys, I'm in the win, baby. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's important to me is important to me. You know what I'm saying?
I know, well, I think polygamy will, like, in my opinion, the perfect polygamous relationship, and I don't think everybody's even ready for it, to be honest, but I think in a perfect polygamous relationship, you got, say for instance, it's four people. You got the husband, 3 wives. You got 6 kids, because you got two kids with each of the wives.
Mm-hmm.
You get 1 wife to raise the kids. That's where they come in at. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got no half-ass raised kids. You know what I'm saying? No kids that was all the ideals come from their friends, going to school, and the grandma or whatever.
Yeah.
All the morals come from your parents. So you got 1 wife. They primary things. They don't even have to work.
Right.
Just take care of these kids. Make sure they raised the right way. You run the house. You got 2 wives that work. Maybe $25,000, $30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's $60,000. You got another man. You got the man of the house making another $30,000. You got $90,000. You can't be poor. You can't have a half-ass house where there's a single parent. You eliminate that. Can't be poor. You know what I'm saying? And you got your kids being raised by somebody that is responsible. And that's their primary job, to take care of the kids, make sure that they raised the right way and they got certain morals so that they become the adults that you want them to be. In situations to where you got the parents working so damn much to where they can't even raise the kids. Because a lot of people, like even people that grew up in a 2-parent household, they grew up in a situation where they
saw their parents.
Yeah, they don't even. And you got your parents don't even really understand what you're going through. You 14 years old. I don't understand shit this kid talk about.
Right, because they ain't got time because they working trying to pay the bills.
So I think in the family, I think it works. You know what I'm saying? And it really helps the family aspect and the financial aspect of every family, and it definitely will help like black folks especially. Because you see what we got, you know what I'm saying? You got 50 years ago, it was almost unheard of to have all this divorce and all this single parent household. And now the shit is down there just as rare to find
a married couple.
Yeah, a married couple that got a kid,
got a house,
got a house and everything. It's down there, and somebody that stay married. Cause a lot of people get married,
and then only be married for 5 years or something.
Yeah, I got a friend that was married for like a year, if that, and he got divorced, and he got, you know what I'm saying, somebody else pregnant right now. So.
Yep, and shafted, and probably got shafted in a divorce, for sure.
For real.
Yeah, so I feel you on that. Okay, so let me ask you this. So you have a daughter one day. Is you gonna be cool with her having a polygamous relationship?
If they do it the right way. If it's like, you can't do it with sex on your mind. If you're doing it with the idea like, oh, I'm finna have threesomes, you doing it the wrong way.
So, but my thing is just like, why? Like, I feel as though like, why don't one part like, okay, so you saying finances? Okay, you said finance. That was one thing I was gonna say. So you said you got 3 people. That's $30,000 apiece. So that's $90,000. Okay. So let's say me and my girl, just me and her, and she make $45,000, and I make $45,000. That's 92, right? Now, we talking about $15,000 jump in salary. So what does that mean? That means that the job quality is 9 times out of 10 gonna be better, right?
Yep.
Just the best of it.
Yep.
Now, if the job quality is better, then that means that not only can we afford to send our child to somebody or somebody, like you said, I know you said somebody stay home with the kids, but I feel as though homeschool kids and kids that, you know, got stay-at-home mom be messed up too, because they have a rebel mentality. They grow a rebel mentality because they got their mama titty in their mouth the whole time. And I feel as though when kids are out in the world, they get a culture. They get a culture and they get experience that they don't get at home, or somebody that's still like, oh, hanging on. Like me, I think a lot of my mom not being there, because if she was any more controlling or whatever the case may be, then I wouldn't know a lot of things. And I feel as even though even with her being as protective as she was, and very stern and very what was my mom? What's the word for it? Just strict and stuff, was to protect me and all that stuff. But I feel as though she was young too, so she wanted to really keep me out of harm's way, not necessarily protect me from the other evils in the world. So like, I feel as though if she was any more strict, I would be a homebody like my little sister.
Halls for fake dogs and bras. More people plotting on you than trying to give you applause. When the programs ain't working and your pockets start hurting, no more options at your service, you end up hand-to-hand serving. Damn, I was there, my man. That spotlight is more of a distraction glare, my man. It could blind you. I had to grow a pair, my man. Getting my glow back, I call that Ric Flair.